Welcome to the CashinDFS podcast. I am your host, CK013. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. And I'm joined once again by my super happy buddy, Mr. CashinDFS. You can find him on Twitter at CashinDFS. He's never looked happier. Cash, how you doing, bro?
Gotta love the NFL. Don't get no better.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. Like, completely.
And good old Alan Crabbe.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, man, I wish I could give you some motivational speech, but I can't, man. I didn't have a good day myself in the NFL, and just in general, the day was just like, it started with the NFL, and then everything else that's happened today was just like, you know, it wasn't like one thing. It was just a bunch of things at the same time that was just like, but I feel the frustration, though. I do. Honestly, Seeing how angry you are is kind of making me less angry. I think it's because it's like, I don't think I'm as angry as him anyway, so you can't match it. So then it's like, maybe I'm not so angry. It's like a comparison thing, right? Like, compared to him, maybe I'm not so angry. And now, you know. Anyway, we're also here with my first podcast with Mr. BK, newest addition to the Wise Take team. Very happy to have him here. He's writing our. He's a GPP player, and he plays cash games. So we don't want to minimize his GPP skill, but he writes our cash game articles for us, and he throws in some GPP pivots just so you're not missing out on his takes. I'm talking about my man BK. You can find him on Twitter at BKBorn8315. BK, how you doing tonight, man?
Good. I'm ready to get back into NBA.
Yeah, man.
NFL is a no fun league. That's what it is for me. I'm ready to get back to NBA.
Yeah, it's become that. You know, it's so weird, man. Like, the last 2 years, like, NFL was just awesome for me. Like, I get so excited for football season. It just came, like, everything just seemed kind of easy. And then this year, things have just been, like, out of control. And I think it's because so many teams have, like, different identities. And I'm not trying to talk about football too much. It's an NBA show. And like, honestly, the more I talk about football now, I'm getting more into a bad mood again. So it's like, you know, but I'm just saying, I think, like, the teams in general in the NFL, like, and the coaches, as Cash, I'm sure Cash is, you know, want me to say, it's just all weird. Everything's whacked out. Like things are different, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's rule changes. I don't know if it's, the concussion stuff, but, like, the game is just different. Like, it doesn't seem like the same game. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Maybe it's just because, you know.
I think it's a lot more variance, I think.
Right.
It's called stupid coaches. I mean, how many yards does Buffalo give up for how many weeks in a row? We just run stupid ass plays all over the place. Like, Andy Reid he's just, I don't even know what to say. I get in Kareem Hunt into my lineup over Julio Jones when Julio Jones, I don't.
Yeah, him and Brown. If you had him and Brown in your lineup, you're good.
Yes.
On FanDuel, anyway.
Yes.
They went for, like, what, 50, 60 between the two of them?
Something ridiculous.
60 plus. I think it was 29 and 35. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
It's nuts.
Nah, man, I got Kareem Hunt giving me a 3 against one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. Because Andy Reid is an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely got to be on the field, and Kareem Hunt didn't seem like he was that much. But you know what, man? Let's just take this up and just throw it away. Let's talk about some NBA. Let's take out the frustration on this NBA slate, because it's actually interesting, man. We got Philly hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers. That means we're going to see Embiid taking on LeBron James. We've got some interesting Golden State situations, right? Like, they're still going through their resting phase, injury phase. Don't really know who's actually hurt and who's resting anymore. But we got some questions we have to answer. So I think the slate in general, it's 8 games too, right? It's not massive. It's not too small. It's like, it's kind of right in that bread and butter, that 5 to 8. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 to 8, let's just say. So I'm excited. I'm a little worried that this Golden State situation is going to have, like, because the Golden State's been pretty much ruining slates, and them and the Knicks. They've been. I like the hat, by the way. I'm a Knicks fan too, BK, so I love the hat. But the Knicks they've been screwing everything up DFS wise. Like, this is professionalism. The Knicks have been a nightmare to me. this whole not telling us who Cantor not playing again, none Porzingis ain't playing, and then Kyle O'Quinn and Willie Hernangomez and Beasley. Like they should. I don't like when there's too much value out there because then it's like everybody can just play and then it's kind of almost like a lottery. Did you pick the right? You know what I'm saying? So it kind of messes it up.
Man, you go all in O'Quinn, you get your 14, then you fade him the next day and he goes for 50.
Yes,
perfection.
It's perfection.
When I had a hella good lineups the day he went for 14, I'm crushing, moving up leaderboards over here with a 14. The next day he goes for 50. And I ain't got none. I play Miles Turner at 1%.
Yeah.
With no Oladipo. And Miles Turner comes out and lays a big steaming doo-doo right in the middle of the court.
It was a big steaming doo-doo.
At 1% for me.
Yeah. It was. And that's the other thing. There's so much injury news. This is like what you get. This is the real NBA now, right? This is real NBA DFS. Injury news, not knowing what's going on, spending the whole day tomorrow watching Twitter, watching all these other things, trying to figure out who's going to play, when, who's going to sit, who's going to rest. Like, this is like the real NBA DFS. Like, I think the intro part for players, it's over. Now it gets real. Now you have to play these value guys. Now the slate dictates who you're going to play. You don't get to choose who you're going to play anymore. Mm-hmm. You have to follow the slate. The slate will tell you who to play, and then you have to figure out the rest. But that's what's been happening lately, and that's kind of like where it is again now. And that's it, man. It's just back in it. That means we're in the middle of NBA season. It's here. You got rest, unexpected rest, people not showing up. Derrick Rose questioning if he wants to do this anymore or something like that. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like this is it. This is when anything can happen now.
I'm in the same situation as Derrick Rose. I'm contemplating retiring DFS as we speak.
Don't let that happen, Nation. You gotta write your comments on the YouTube, man. Tell Cashin that we don't quit here at the Nation. It's Wise Take for life. Tell him that. Tell him that in the chat and in the comments. I'm like Paulie now, calling the comments the chat, messing me all up. But anyway, before we get started with the slate itself, I do want to ask you guys. Like the obvious situation that we have, the Golden State, right? That's going to be huge. Like, it could be a lot of value opening up. There's going to be some value because we know not everybody's going to play. And then there's potential that most of the guys won't play, which would open up even more value. So let's break that down from just their team. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Mr. Papa Giorgio in the live chat. Mr. Papa Giorgio 10. Don't quit, Cash. Exclamation point, exclamation point. That's live. That's now. Anyway. BK, I'm going to start with you, man. I'll have you go first. You've had your first show. I think you're warmed up now. So talk to me about the Golden State situation. Give me some if-then statements. What you got?
All right, well, it looks like Curry, Draymond, and KD, they're both questionable. So if you were going to sit all three, I would say this would be the game to do it. But, I mean, according to them, it's just precautionary. So it's possible that one might play, maybe two. It's tough. I mean, all you can do is kind of you really can't do anything until this news comes out. So don't build any lineups. You got to wait until we get more clarification on it. They said something about more clarification after shoot around. So we should hopefully get something by 12 p.m. If Curry's out, obviously you got to play Livingston. But then again, it still depends on how many other guys are out, because if it's just Curry, then you're going to go to Durant. You're going to go to maybe Draymond, maybe some Clay in there. You might not play Livingston, even at that price. If it's two guys, it's just tough. It's tough. It's really hard to tell until we get more news on it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Cash, what's your take on the situation?
I think they sit KD out again. And Steph Curry is a maybe. Maybe they sit him out. I don't think Draymond's going to sit again. He already sat once. Draymond doesn't want to get off the court. Like, got to cut his foot off. Like, dude doesn't want to miss any games. That's what I love. That's one of the reasons. One of the things I love about him. He's a soldier. I love soldiers. I don't like these peas all over the place. Like Allen Crabbe hurt his little back. But no, I think KD is gonna miss. I think Curry might miss. I don't think Draymond's missing. We know Clay is playing. So if that happens, it will be Livingston and old boy Caspi with his revenge. He played over there for a little while. And Iguodala is gonna miss too. I don't think Iguodala's not gonna play. So that boosts Caspi up even more. And maybe a Bell, maybe. David West, I don't think so, because even when these guys was missing, he's still only getting 12 minutes. But he could pay off that price in 12 minutes. But I like Pachulia in this matchup. He's done well with these guys out. If two of them miss, he's still not getting over 20 minutes, but I like the assist that he's getting.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
These guys out.
He's done a lot with a little bit. He's still not playing more than 20, but he's been doing a lot.
And good old Swaggy P.
Yeah,
good old Swaggy P.
That's the thing about the situation. It's just we have to there's so many different outcomes. Like there's so many different things that can happen. You know what I mean? It's tough to even touch on. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's Livingston. Like if Fox, I don't know, man. Like if they want to start Hill and Fox again, like. You put Fox on Livingston. Like, Livingston is too big for that dude.
Mm.
Livingston can just shoot right over top of him like he's a little net.
Yeah.
And then you got Hill on Clay, and Clay can beat Hill. So, I don't know what they're going to do, but that's the starting line they've been running out for the last few games.
I would assume the only guy, I would assume, and Cash, I think you said the same thing before the show when we were talking about it, but I would assume that it would be Curry and Durant that sit if people are going to sit. You had mentioned that Draymond is like a workhorse kind of guy. He doesn't like to miss games. I agree with that. Clay, I mean, he doesn't have he does his share, but he really shoots. That's his thing. He doesn't have to do as much of the workload as the other guys typically do. He just kind of stands and makes sure he makes that shot, which he's very good at. Curry didn't get any days off because Durant did and Draymond did, and all that. So I would assume Curry's got a bruised hand. They said I think he was definitely going to sit. Durant's the one that seems to actually have somewhat of an injury. Maybe they're concerned about. I would assume because he's missed multiple games now. So that's what I would guess. But again, we're just guessing. We won't know till tomorrow. The Y stream. I'm sure in your guys' articles, you guys will touch on it, like whatever the outcome is, updating it. And obviously, for those of you that don't know, Cash writes the GPP articles, and BK covers the Cash. But he has some GPP plays in there too. You can check out. But anyway, they update the articles throughout the day to reflect that information. Of course, we have the Y stream, but other than that, we can only give. We're gonna have to guess tonight, man. This is how it's gonna go.
What if all three sit, which is it's possible against the Kings? All three, you gotta play. You all in Clay at that point, even though you're 7K on FanDuel. I think you're all in
Sacramento,
there.
yes.
Livingston, Bell.
They could because the Kings are trash. So.
Oh yeah.
And I think Bell will start if Draymond sits against.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
And Pachulia too. Like, give me Pachulia and Livingston and Caspi for sure. 100.
I'll tell you one thing. Durant's the guy
lineup.
Durant's the guy that I feel most confident is not going to play. So either way, I'm playing Caspi, man. He's the guy. They're not moving his price. It's revenge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I think like He's been like doing well at value. I played him 2 days in a row and he's done fine. But he hasn't had that. Like, you really want to see him put up like 30. You know what I mean? Like, he's got 25, it's okay, but you want to see him put up like 30 or something like that. I feel good about that play. And this could be he's playing with a little bit extra. Why not, right? If he gets the opportunity.
You got 29 versus Brooklyn. That was KD's first game out.
Yeah. See, I missed that boat, so I didn't include.
That was like 20 minutes, I think.
I didn't get the satisfaction.
22 minutes, yeah.
22 minutes, yeah.
I didn't get the satisfaction.
Hey, bro, just because you didn't get that satisfaction don't mean I ain't get that satisfaction.
I had him in there. You had to, yeah.
I'm happy that you guys had the satisfaction. I didn't. So it's my turn. I want it now. Is that a big deal? Why don't you play with me? Maybe you'll get it twice. Is that a big deal? I don't understand. Fine
by me.
All I'm saying is I want him to do it again for me. That's all I'm saying.
Against the Kings, he should.
Yes, I think so too. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get in, man. I think we're all warmed up. We basically just told everybody what to look out for tomorrow with that game. Very important that we cover that for the slate. But let's start off with some point guards. BK, we're going to stop you at about the 6K marker. I know you're looking at FanDuel. I have DraftKings pulled up, so if there's a question on price, I got you covered, and I may address that on your end. But start us off with some point guards. Stop at about the 6K range. Matter of fact, stop at the 5.5 mark on FanDuel.
Okay.
Just the guys that you're interested in, or the guys that you are not interested in, like for a reason.
All right. So Chris Paul, I think Chris Paul, I'm only playing him in a game stack. I think you do have to get exposure to that game because I'm sure it's going to be the highest total of the night. And if that game stays close, you have to have the exposure to that game to win anything. In my opinion, I think it's a blowout. But if you're playing, you can't really play one lineup tomorrow because you have to have at least one game where have exposure to it, thinking that it's close, and you have to have another game where you might skip some of the players because you think it's going to be a blowout. So Chris Paul, even though he's only going to play 30 minutes and his price is high, I mean, you're looking for against Brooklyn, I think he can give you 50. I don't see more than that.
Okay.
So I'm only playing him in a game stack. So it would be with Harden, it would be with Dinwiddie, it'd be a full game stack. That's the only way I'm playing Chris Paul tomorrow. I like Lillard. His usage rate 30% is really high against Jarrett Jack. I don't really like playing him on the road, but against the Knicks, I could go there. His price is still $9K, so it's the same thing. I see 50 at max. If we get a lot of value, you might be paying up at point guard. So I'll definitely see that as one of the safest plays at that position. Kyrie Irving, I like. I know he seems to keep getting 4x, but his usage rate is gone up. He's really, really comfortable with the team now. His last 4 games, 36% usage, 33, 35, 34. And that's up there with DeMarcus Cousins. That's up there with LeBron. That's up there with all the top players in the league. So he's definitely comfortable. He's going up against Reggie Jackson. So it's a good spot for him. That's probably a good safe cash game play, too. And like I said, with Dinwiddie, I'm only playing them in a game stack. I'm not touching him at that price as a one-off. Because if that game ain't close, he's not going to finish the game. He's not going to get you value at that price. I like Elf Payton. If I play Elf Payton, it'll be with Vucevic. They play well together. Elf Payton, either he's going to give you 40 or he's going to give you 20. Mm-hmm. So I'll play them together because they're both in good spots.
Or he'll get you 60.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
He'll get you 60 or he'll get you 5. That's like what it's more like, I think. But
lately, it seems like he'll get you 40. Yeah. If you look at his game log, he's literally getting 40.
Yeah.
Or he's getting 20-something.
That's true. He hasn't shown the ceiling yet this year.
And his price based on his price, you're looking for 40 at that point for GPPs.
Right. Definitely.
Below him, I really like Collison. I kind of close, but I could even say I might be going there in cash. It's against Orlando. With Elf starting, Orlando's defense against point guards is trash. His usage rate is pretty decent. It's like right around that 18% range. And he's playing 30 minutes. I think the last 4 games, he's over 30 minutes or averaging 30 to 35 minutes, which is pretty good. Mm-hmm. What is he, 6,400? So you're looking for 30 for cash, 36 for GPP upside. Even with Oladipo in, he was still giving you that value. So whether Oladipo's in or out, I will be playing Darren Collison tomorrow. I'm kind of worried about that in cash, but based on what else I'm seeing at point guard, I think I might be going there in that range. And then you said to what range? For
about the 5-5 range.
5-5?
Yeah.
And that's it for 5-5.
All right, man. I like it, man. I think for me, one thing I wanted to point out about Dame, you mentioned you don't like playing him on the road. I'm with you on that. And the New York Knicks, they have not been good against point guards, but this game is going to be extremely slow. The Knicks in Portland are backwards this year. The last year, 2 of the faster paced teams. They're 2 of the slower paced teams. Portland's not. I'm being a little dramatic, but they're 18th. They're not fast anymore. And the Knicks are 24th. They're one of the slower paced teams in the league. So I think that's something that people should consider when before they pay that price. Although I will say it's Dame in the Garden. Dame likes to show.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's in the bright lights of the Garden. Yeah.
No, 100%. I just wanted to point out because some people might assume that you're playing Dame for pace, but you're not here. You're playing this for the Garden. You're not playing it for pace and matchup because the Knicks are bad against point guards. I'm not saying you shouldn't play Dame. I'm just saying keep in mind that Portland and the Knicks are both slower paced teams this year. Cashin, talk to me about point guards.
Well, folks that watch this show, they know I love to attack studs in the Garden. Damian Lillard, he's a stud. Don't get no more studly than that little beast. I love that little guy. I love that little beast, man.
Don't
he
get
is
that much
he is a hey man, he's a tiny little beast on that basketball court, bro. I love that little guy. But yeah, I love him in the Garden. I don't care how slow paced the game is gonna be. I don't care about none of that. It's Damian Lillard in the Garden. That's all I need to know. And I'm on that. I like it. Kyrie Irving has been better than Mr. 4X recently. I gotta give him his props. I mean, I'm gonna down you when you suck. I'm gonna give you props when you good. And he's getting around 40 almost every game right now. So that's not 4X on 8-4. Elfrid Payton, I do like. It's gonna be the revenge spot again if Oladipo plays. So I like Elf here. And Collison, he's all right. I'm not a big fan of that dude. But BK likes him. And he can go out and do good things, but I don't like that guy. Lonzo Ball interests me because he should be very low owned, I would think. So I have a little interest there, but that's just an ownership thing. That's not like I think he's gonna go out and go for 50. But he could. But that's an ownership thing, and that's it. Spencer Dinwiddie, no thank you. And I'm not gonna play Chris Paul at 9 Gs. I'm just not gonna do it. I'll lose if he goes for 55 or something or whatever. I'll just min cash or I'll do what I do. But I'm not playing Chris Paul at 9 Gs. We're only getting 30 minutes. I don't care who he's playing against. I don't even care if James Harden is out. James Harden could be out, and if he's only going to get 30 minutes, I'm not playing 9 Gs for him.
What about 7-9? Would you pay 7-9?
I could. Okay. Yes, sir.
Just wanted to know for the DraftKings is. I just want to know what your opinion was.
Yeah, I could. But 9 Gs on FanDuel?
Yeah.
No way.
No, I totally get that. 9 Gs is crazy. Not with his LeBron, there's Embiid, there's... Ooh, I'm excited to talk about those guys. Anybody else at this range, Cash, or should we take it over to value?
All I know is I hope everybody listened to me with Simmons out with McConnell versus the Magic. I hope everybody listened. I said play the motherfucker, all in, go all in. Don't not play him. Dude went ham.
He did. That he did.
That he did.
That he did.
Too bad I had Miles Turner on my team.
Ugh. Oh man, that sucks. That's the thing, man. Like that's the only reason Sunday's been so tilting because we've been doing so well in the NBA. Like, don't get me wrong. I know for you're not happy.
I didn't even cash that day.
One, but
I showed you my team.
But overall,
you showed me your team, and everybody was good except Miles Turner, and I still didn't cash. I had like a 331 or 332.
Yeah.
I couldn't cash.
I mean, it
was high scoring.
The Knicks keep breaking the slates with these injury news, man. And the
Quinn's 50. That killed it.
Yeah,
that bastard got me 50 the day before. We doing work. We doing work over here with that 50 the day before.
You broke your own rule. You broke your own rule, Cash. You did. You know you did. You say it all the time. How does the rhyme go? What's the rhyme? If you want to win, play O'Quinn. Whenever Cantor's out. Whenever he started, whenever Cantor's out. If you want to win, play O'Quinn. CashinDFS. I heard it myself.
Yeah. Or if you want to lose. That's what I do. Winner, first or last. That's what I want. So you getting me 14 one day, then I fade on the next day. He gets for 50. That's what I'm looking for. That's the player I want.
Can't believe I faded him that day. As you can see, I'm a fan, and he won me $2,000 last year in a $1 lineup with 23,000 people in it. And I cannot believe I should be playing him every day. I should be playing him no matter what.
Did you buy the jersey?
He should be locked button on DraftKings.
Man. See, I told you to go buy the jersey. That's wrong.
He should be locked button on FanDuel or something. Like he
should
be
man,
like stuck
that killed me. I can't believe I faded him that day.
I can't believe he ain't bought his jersey yet.
PK, take us down to value time, my man.
All right. Down here, I don't like too much. I definitely like TJ McConnell, but I'm only playing him if Simmons is out. We don't really have much news on there yet. But if Simmons is out, I'm definitely playing TJ McConnell. He's 5'4" now, so he's priced up a little bit. But I mean, you saw what he did last game. That's a great cash game play right there. I'll probably be all in on all my cash games with TJ McConnell if Simmons is out. Other than him, no one else I think I consider safe. For GPPs, I can see Jarrett Jack, 4,800. He's playing 30 minutes a game. they're not really giving Frank any more minutes. I guess it's just, he's a rookie. The Knicks want to win games. So unless this game's a blowout, Jared Jack is getting 30 minutes. And at 4,800 against Lillard at home, he could pay off that price. Definitely you can get 6x from him. And then the only other thing I like down here is Ish Smith. With Kyrie going at Reggie Jackson, I know Kyrie's going to do work. And you know how quick Stan Van Gundy will pull Reggie to get Ish in there for defense. So at 3,900 for Ish, I could play him in GPPs hoping that Reggie gets pulled and he can give you what he did last game. Ish gave you like 30 last game. He gave you almost 10x. But other than that, I got the only other play I like down here is I got to get more news on it. Tony Parker, to see how many minutes he plays, because he could start if they say he's going to play 20 to 25 minutes, because he's been playing in the G League, so it's not like he hasn't played yet. Mm-hmm. And if they say 20 to 25 minutes against Dallas, I could see that for 3,300 if he starts.
Have you seen how many minutes he's been playing down there?
No, it doesn't say that. No. Just news on that yet. I'll look more into that tomorrow.
All right.
Okay. Cash, what you got here at Value Town?
Reggie Jackson is a kind of sneaky tournament play for me. I mean, dude sucks. I can't stand him. I think he sucks. But I love Drummond in this spot, so I like to correlate that with Reggie Jackson, and maybe he can do something. But that's definitely only a large field tournament play. That's a donkey play. That's not no core play. I like McConnell, and if Simmons plays, I still like McConnell as a tournament option. Not a safe option if he plays, but he's only 5'4". So maybe Ben Simmons comes in and tweaks that little elbow or whatever, and then maybe he gets the time. And he should be just super low owned even after that huge game if Simmons plays. I want to play Hill, but I'm scared I'll get that 5 points again. I like Patty Mills. Only if Parker plays. I'm trying to get low on guys, so if Parker plays, I'll lower his ownership. But if Parker's gonna get 20 to 25 minutes, then no. But if Parker's gonna be limited to in the teens, then I could go there. And hold on, I gotta look into something real quick. 2 seconds. Yes, sir. You fell off the face of the earth. That's what I expected. Ish Smith. Always love Ish Smith. Anybody that watches this show knows that. Always a tournament option for me. Jose Calderon. It came out that he's still going to start, even when Shump is now back, but he's still going to start. And I will not play Jose Calderon. I don't care what the situation is. Ever. And that's it.
I second that, by the way. BK, take us over.
Number one rule in DFS for me: don't play guys that suck.
Yeah,
he leads the charts along with old boy in Atlanta. But what is his name? Babbitt. Yeah, he's up there. Jared Jack, he's part of that. Jared Jack sucks. I'll never play him. BK likes him. Go ahead, do your thing. He sucks at basketball. I'm not playing that guy.
He did good for me against Atlanta when he went home, man. Loved it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he has been playing well last year.
No, yeah, I know what you mean, though. BK, shooting guards, man, stop at about the 6K range here.
All right, so at the top, James Harden, again, in that game stack that I'm going to have, because I'm going to have it, I'm going to have James Harden in there. Other than that, I'm not playing him anywhere else. Do we have news on Victor Oladipo yet? Probably not. No, we don't know yet. Even if he does play, he's 8K now. I'm not touching him. That's way too expensive for me. Lou Williams.
Might be a mistake.
At 8K?
Yeah, what did he do against the Magic last time?
Oh, it's revenge again. Damn.
That's right. He got 73 against them.
I didn't realize it was Orlando again. Yeah, I guess you have to.
That was in Orlando, bro.
But that's only a tournament play, though. Yeah. But yeah, it's still a Magic uniform.
Yeah, last time I played him in cash.
He wants to kill them. No matter, he could be playing in China. He could be playing
you're right. Yeah.
I don't care where the motherfucker's playing. If he's playing the Magic, he wants to kill them.
Yeah, okay.
Believe me.
73 last time. I had him in cash that day. He was 70. He was like 74. 8K. I'm not gonna have him in cash at that price against Orlando because he's not in Orlando, but I'll definitely have exposure. Yeah, that's. I think he'll play because he wants to go. He wants to play against them again. He'll play.
I think he'll play.
I think so. Anyway.
Yeah.
Lou Williams. Where's he on DraftKings?
He's 6'5", and like that. Honestly, the reason I didn't have much to say about point guards because the point guards I like are all shooting guard eligible on FanDuel. So I was just waiting for you guys to bring them up. Love Lou Will. Revenge. Talk to me, BK. Talk to me.
I don't know how much revenge he got left against the Lakers. I don't even think this is the first time. I mean, didn't he play against them with Houston? Because he went from LA to Houston, right?
He did.
Yeah, he did. A couple times, yeah.
So he already had that revenge. I don't know if I want to go there again.
But now it's about him, like okay, he left LA and he's trying to show I'm better than LA, right? But now it's like I'm back in LA. So like now I'm taking over LA. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, that means I got to take over.
Right,
it's not the same revenge. It's like an Oladipo. Oladipo got sent to watch Russ break records and stand in the corner and do nothing. Yeah. While he was the man on Orlando, like he did everything.
Yeah.
So Lou Williams went from a terrible team to a better team. And last year he went from a terrible team to a fantastic team. So it's not as much revenge. It still is. Like it is, but it's not that revenge where you want to kill them.
No.
You want to kill them.
He's gonna want to play well. He's starting. He's never been this much of the guy before. He's always been a second role kind of guy. And while Beverly is out, he's the guy right now. Him and Blake and like I think he's gonna and like he's friends with everybody still. It's still the same guys over there for the most part. He's still friends with all those guys. He's gonna want to do well. You know, he will. It's a different. You're right. It's different. He doesn't want to kill them. He likes them. Like he's happy with the Lakers. For sure. But you know, he's gonna want to show up, especially at home. You know, he's technically the home team. It's technically a Clippers home game. You know, so I like the Will, man. He's 6'5". You know what I mean? Oladipo's 8K. He's 6'5".
On DK, you play the Williams.
Right. On DraftKings, he's 6'5". You know what I mean? Like
on FanDuel, you gotta think about it.
How much is he on FanDuel?
He's 73.
And then, he's 73 and Oladipo's 8?
Yeah.
Okay. And Clay is 7.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's yeah. Anyway, keep going, BK. Who else?
And another thing with Lou is I don't think he's starting. I think it's Thornwell and Rivers.
Yeah, but
so he's part of
the main.
He's playing starter minutes.
He's the main guy. Like, you know,
and
it's like Thon Maker. It's like
games.
Thin Man and what's his name when the other center when you know.
But don't be surprised if Doc starts him today.
If he does, then you know something's up, right? If he starts Lou today, then that means that Lou's motivated as hell. Because otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, if he just does that all of a sudden for no reason, like, oh, you're playing your old team, I'm just going to start you, then apparently it is revenge. You know what I mean?
He could.
Okay. Below him is Klay Thompson. Again, at this price, the only way I'm playing him is if all three guys is out. And it has to be definitely Curry and KD. The two main scorers have to be out for me to play him at this price. I could play him with Draymond, but I can't play him if Curry's in. I can't play him if KD's in, if either one of those two guys is in. McCollum, I like McCollum. I played him last time. He just got me to value. Well, he just got me to GPP value. His usage is really high. It's like 25, 26%. And his price is it's the lowest it's been in a while. I mean, it was lower last game. I think it was like 64, 65. It's 6,800 now, which is still really good against the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. I mean, he should easily get you to 30 to 35. So that's a really safe play. And then Hardaway, his price went back down from 7K. Now he's 6,500. That was a back-to-back, so he didn't do well. I probably shouldn't have touched him that night. But now he's got some rest, got a couple of days off, and he's going up against Portland. He's at home. The usage will be there. We don't know about Porzingis yet. My guess is that Porzingis comes back because it was just, I think it wasn't back spasm, but it was something back, I believe. If Porzingis plays, I could play Hardaway back at 6,500 because he's got crazy usage. He's taking 15 to 20 shots. KCP is now priced out, in my opinion, especially for Cash. I mean, I know Cash, you were playing him every day because he was like 5K. KCP?
Oh, yeah, every day.
Now he's 6K.
Yeah, I know. I
don't know if you're going back to playing him every day anymore.
Nah, there's no way I'm playing him at that. Well, in a small slate, maybe.
6K is only GPP. That's the only way you're playing them.
That's what I want to hear. Like
It's no longer cash.
I want to hear that from people. They don't want to play them because I was getting them at no ownership at $5,000. The kids getting me 40, and I was excited. So I want y'all to keep not playing them, and I'll keep playing them, and I'll be riding.
I'm definitely not playing them. Hell no. There's too many good spots, man. I'll play Clarkson before I play him, man. You know what I mean? I'll play Clarkson first. Honestly, I do. Anyway, keep going.
That's it. That's it for 6K. That's it.
What you got, Cass? What you got, man?
I love me some Victor Oladipo if he plays. I hope that thing stays next to his name all day. Please just stay there. That's the early game itself. Yeah, I want the old tag. I want out tag.
Oh.
Stay there. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to get him at 2% so he can give me another. He can go for 60 this time. Cause he ain't gonna go for no 73 again. But Lou Williams, I could dig it if people's not gonna be on it. If people's gonna be on it, he's gonna be popular. No way. I don't play jump shooters. I don't play jump shooters as popular. I play guys. Okay, then. So I won't be playing Lou Williams today because that's just not what I do. I don't play jump shooters that's gonna be popular. I don't care. I like Clay, especially if the guys miss. But even if they don't miss, I still like him because he's at home. So when Clay is at home, he's against a bad team. Dude could go for 60 real-life points. So we've seen it before. Dude is the second best shooter breathing. And when he's at home, I like him. CJ McCollum, I love to death at this price. I could stack him and Dame together, but I would rather have them apart because I don't think both of them is going to get me upside. It could happen, but it's a lot less likely than one getting me upside. It's on the road, so I always attack McCollum more on the road. I love Tim Hardaway Jr. with McCollum defense. Whether Porzingis plays or whether he's out, I don't care. I love that defense. I love all these guys up here. I love KCP because people like y'all don't want to play him, and I can get him at 4% ownership tomorrow. And dude has 40-point upside. So I'm down. I'm cool with that every time. And the cockroach. The cockroach gets to play Cleveland. Maybe I could go there. And you wanted me to go to 5K?
6K.
All right, so I'm already below that. That's it.
Yeah, that's the one situation in which I do think Lou will be popular. I think people look for people like to play Lou Williams. They like to play shooters. They like to watch the games and like watch him shoot threes and all that. So I think he will be popular. As of now, first look, I do like him, but he's going to see a lot of KCP defense. And
yeah, but on DraftKings it's okay, but on FanDuel you don't play. At least this is how I play. I don't play guys that are jump shooters that are popular. If his shot is not dropping, he's not getting you what you need. And if he's super popular, why am I going to play that? There's just no way. It's not what I do.
Yeah.
But on DK, I could do it for the cheaper price.
Yeah.
But he should be way popular over there.
Yeah. On DraftKings, he will be. But like I said, the KCP thing scares me. It's like normally it'd be easy to make these decisions, but we have a lot of different revenge narratives. You got Bradley, you got all the other guys you talked about. Like, there's a few different ways to go. Klay Thompson could be the only warrior that plays. It's definitely it's tough to get a grasp. Like, we're trying to just name guys that, oh yeah, we can play this guy, play that guy. But if we find out that everybody is not going to play in Golden State except for Klay Thompson, well, I guess the slate already decided for you. You're playing Klay Thompson. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's when it gets difficult because now now the decision is here. So if Klay Thompson's an autoplay, assuming everybody's out, which may not even be the case, now you have a decision to make between Oladipo, Lou Williams. Like you have some decisions to make now. On DraftKings, you can mix and match, make things work, but on FanDuel, you're going to be forced to make that to make a tough decision potentially, assuming that Oladipo plays and
and else. that if that happens out. Normally that would lower Lou Williams' ownership, but I don't think so because of the value. So they'll still be able to pay up for 2 shooting guards.
Right. So basically, if everybody has to play Klay because of the injury, do you think that more people may choose Lou over Oladipo because they don't want to sacrifice that much of the position?
Yeah, and Oladipo has an out sign next to his name, and he missed the last game. Guys don't like to play guys that just missed a game.
Yeah.
If people are playing Clay, I think they're going to go way down after that.
Right.
I don't know about that because they could get Caspian, they could get Livingston in. There's so much value out there.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, it will lower it some, but it won't lower it as much as it would normally, I don't think.
Gotcha. BK, take us on to Value Town.
All right, back up top. So Marcus Smart, I think the only way I'm going to play him is if Jaylen Brown is out. We don't have news on that again, not yet anyway. If Jaylen Brown is out, I can see myself playing Marcus Smart. I think Avery Bradley will be on Kyrie, which leaves Marcus Smart with Reggie Jackson. So he should be good. And he had I think 32 his last game. At this price, he's still reasonable, 5,900. But again, if the only way I'm playing him is if Jaylen Brown is out. I'm not touching him otherwise. I want to play Austin Rivers. I want to recommend him as a safe play, but he's had some really just weird games in there. I know you're gonna get 30 minutes, but there's been games where he's played 30 minutes and he hasn't done much at all. But it's the Lakers, so I could be playing him in cash tomorrow at that price. Redick, I like to play Redick when either Embiid or Simmons is out because I think his usage jumps up to around 25% range. Last game he had a good game. It's Cleveland. I'm not really sure what's going on with Cleveland right now because their defense is getting better, and pretty much most of the positions. So things are starting to click with them. But he's still at a reasonable price. I won't play him in cash. I think he's a little bit more of a GPP play just because of the fact that Cleveland's playing a little bit better defense. It might just be maybe J.R. Smith. Maybe he's picking it up a little bit because that's who's really guarding the twos. So it might just be that, but they're definitely playing better. Then we got Avery Bradley Revenge. I definitely want to play him. I don't think I can go there in cash because his last two games were horrendous. But he's coming to play against Boston. If Jaylen Brown is out, who will be on him? But it's still Marcus Smart, though. So it's still a tough matchup either way. And it's Wings against Boston. Wings don't do well against Boston, but he's going to have that added incentive to shoot. I mean, he's got to take 15 to 20 shots that game. Man. I know for a fact he's got to. And he's 5,300. I mean, this might be the only way I'm gonna play him. I think I'm not playing him in cash though because I don't think he's safe. But I'm definitely gonna have a good amount of exposure in GPPs with him. Below him, I know you like CK, you like Jordan Clarkson, but he's been horrible. He's not getting the minutes anymore. I don't think who's coming back. They got a power forward coming back. I forgot who it was. Larry Nance.
Lance. Yeah.
Doesn't really affect them too much, but it's gonna take minutes away from everybody here, here or there.
Well, no, I think for me, it's more of he's not like a lock button guy. He's not I just think if I play Lou, I think I might play him also because he's cheaper than KCP, and I do think that like him and Lou were boys. Like they ran the second unit together. You know what I mean? Like you can't tell me they don't have some kind of. So if Lou happens to be killing it, you better believe that Clarkson's going to want to kill it too. So GPP situation, I wouldn't play. I definitely wouldn't play him in cash because his minutes are volatile. But yeah, that was my only point on Clarkson because he was cheaper. I mean, if KCP was cheaper, I'd play KCP. I just want whichever one's cheaper, to be honest.
I see that. Below him, let's see what we got. We got Buddy Hield. He had a really good game last game. It wasn't a blowout. It was a 2-point game. He got 25 minutes, which was the most minutes he's got in a while. He put up 38. He's only 4,400. There's definitely a GPP play, not safe. But I do like it to get some exposure to it. And then I don't like too much down here, but there are a couple of probably large field GPP plays that I'm going to have to take some shots on. Sean Kilpatrick, his minutes got back up today. He played 20 minutes. He still didn't do much, but it's against Memphis. The thing with this is DeMarre Carroll, because of Allen Crabbe now, DeMarre Carroll played like 35 minutes, And I know Brooklyn likes to be safe with him. So if I were to project DeMarre Carroll's minutes for tomorrow, it would probably be right around 25 to 28, which would give a little bump to him. And if he played 20 minutes today, and if Allen Crabbe misses tomorrow, then I would definitely take a shot at him. But again, this would be a large field, and if it was against a different team, I probably wouldn't do it. But against Houston, I could take a shot on that because we've seen what he did last season. He had a couple games where he really went off and got you 10x. Below him is Nick Young. A lot of people would have to be out for me to play him. I don't think he would start even if the three guys were out. I still don't think he would start because I think they would start Patrick McCaw. But if those guys are out, he would get at least 30 to 32 minutes. So and it's against Sacramento, so that's a good spot for him right there. But it would be in a large field GPP, and a lot of people would have to be out for me to play him. And the only other guy I like is Timothy Cabaret? I like to call him Kakarot or Carrot.
TLC.
TLC. I like to call him Carrot or Kakarot. Is against Cleveland. Like I said, they have been getting better against two guards, but he's minimum price. And I could take a large field GPP shot with him.
Okay. Cass, what you got?
Avery Bradley, my nemesis.
My nemesis.
Like Marc Gasol today. Marc Gasol had 25 at half. He got the big 2 points in the second half. He finished with 27 for me.
Oof.
Avery Bradley is another one of these guys. I just want to bury him and cover him with dirt. Because every time I play him, he sucks a big C. Chokes on it. I don't know if I can do it, even with revenge. If I play him in my lineup, he's going to play 30 minutes, and he's going to get 20 fantasy points max. If I don't play him, he's going to play 30 minutes, and he's going to go for 36. So, we'll see.
Don't play him, because I'm playing him.
I don't think I'm going to play him. I might have one, just in case, but I hate that guy with a passion. JJ Barea is only a tournament option, but I disagree with you a little bit on Healed. I think he is pretty safe. Before his injury, the 7 games before his injury, he got you 5x in 6 of 7 of those, and one of them was barely under 5x at this price where he got 19.4, and some of them was 32s, 33s, 30s, getting the upside. Like, I love this kid. I had him that night. I was marching with his 38. Like, I was marching up leaderboards with that guy. I do like him. It's too cheap. He's playing a backup role. So, I mean, he's been really aggressive and good, but I don't think he's going to see a lot of Clay defense since he's backing up. But I do like to play at 4.4. It's just too cheap to me. And guys don't like to play backup, so I like to play him. I know he's going to be low owned. I mean, when you got JR, you got other guys down here that's going to be starting. He's going to be low owned, so I do like to play only tournaments, though. I mean, maybe in cash if you only had 4-4 and you wanted to go cheap, but JR would probably be more safe, being that he has JJ Redick defense, and he's going to be starting. He should be playing 30 minutes at least. All you got to do is just be making his shot. If he ain't making his shot, he might go out there and get you 5. If he's making his shot, he should pay off his price. Shump is back, but I can't do it. Nick Young, if multiple guys over there miss, I could do that. It's just a pure punt, huge GPP play. And Patrick McCaw, same thing. He should start if multiple guys miss. Right? No. It'll be Caspian Clay and Livingston, so maybe he don't start. Last year they were starting him, though, but yeah. No, that's it.
Okay. Let's move on over to small forward. BK, what do you got?
All right, at the top. LeBron James. 12K now. And he really killed me that night because he went off. I had 0 lineups with him. I'm not playing him again, so I know he's going to go off again, but he's just too expensive, man. He's $12,000. Going against Philly, It's probably Robert Covington.
But you wouldn't play him if all the Golden State guys are out. Then
Yeah,
you
okay,
have
you've got the
so
value,
much. If you have the value, you would play him.
If you got the value, I'd probably play him in cash. I'm still going to fade him in GPPs.
Gotcha. Okay. That was my question.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Robert Covington, very safe. I'll definitely play him if Simmons is out because he'll get more shots. But he's safe even if Simmons plays. Below him, Brandon Ingram is another safe play I like. He gets around 30 to 35 minutes. He gets the shots because the ball kind of runs through him mostly. So I think he's solid for cash. And there's the one guy in the middle, in between those two players, is Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes will definitely be the lowest owned of those three. So Harrison Barnes will be the GPP play because no one's going to touch him. As you saw by Cash, he shook his head. No. So Harrison Barnes will be a good GPP play because no one's going to have him, and everyone's going to go to Covington. Everyone's going to go to Ingram. So if you want to pivot off those two, it would be Harrison Barnes. He still plays 30, 35 minutes. He gets the shots, the usage. San Antonio, they don't have Kawhi, so it's what? Kyle Anderson, Danny Green. I mean, he's in a good spot because he can still do damage. And if you look at his game logs, I mean, he's been doing it. But still, no one's going to touch him because of the other two guys right around him. We don't have much news on Jaylen Brown, so I'm going to skip him. Evan Fournier killed me the other night. I had a great game stack going. I think I showed you guys in the Slack chat. He completely killed me. He put up like 18, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
17. Oh, my God. If I would have, I probably would have took down the GPP if I wouldn't have had him in it. That completely killed me. Because after I looked at it, there was two guys that I could have had, after taking them out and making those two switches, and I would have ended up with like 380. I would have crushed it that night. But he killed me. I probably won't touch him again for the rest of the season. I don't want it. No thanks. I hate him right now.
Oh, I feel that. I definitely do.
Right below him is going to be a tricky situation tomorrow. DeMarre Carroll, I think, is going to be popular because it's Houston. But like I said earlier, he played a lot of minutes. I think all the donkeys are going to run to him. He's even hard for me to recommend in cash at this point because I know what they're going to do tomorrow. I know he's not going to get 30 minutes.
Snipers.
And it's also blowout potential. So if that game is not close at half, he's going to get 22 minutes. But he's going to be popular. He's going to be 20% owned because after what he did today, and I mean it might depend on if Crab is out again. That'll make his ownership go up to where it probably was today. But I don't think I can go there. Not even in cash. I have a bad feeling about him tomorrow. I think I'll stop there. I went past the 6K range. So.
All right, what you got here, Cash?
LeBron James. I love him. Everybody knows that. I'm going to get point guard LeBron because Calderon is a joke. Calderon shouldn't even be on the court. I love LeBron James. I love that price. I hope nobody plays it. I'll be all over it. I hope these Golden State guys play because if these Golden State guys don't play, LeBron's going to be high on and might be high on anyways because this is my favorite game of the slate. A lot of people like that Brooklyn-Houston one, which they should, but this is my favorite game of the slate because I think this game going to stay close. I think Houston, but I thought the same with the Knicks coming in on a back-to-back with travel. I thought Houston was going to blow them out, but that didn't happen. But the Knicks are better in Brooklyn, so I'll just hope that they blow them out. And I will be all over LeBron James tomorrow. I can almost guarantee that right now. Harrison Barnes, I hate, man. I hate this dude. He's one of my nemesis as well. Dude just is a pile of trash every time I play him. But like CK said, man, he gets the usage. He's gonna get the shots. He gets the minutes. All that. He gets all that. But when he's on my roster, he just knows it and he just disappears. Like there's just a few guys in the league, like they just know they're on my roster. They just can sense it and be like, oh man, I got to go disappear on this dude. But I like Brandon Ingram way more. I'm not playing Covington. I played him the last game. Got me 28. Go to hell with your 28. I wanted way more than that.
Fair enough. Shout out to Paulie D. Paulie D's in the live chat right now, and he just says, all I want to know from Cash is this the Kilpatrick spot? BK touched on Kilpatrick, but I just want to let you know that that's what Paulie was asking. Oh my god, man! You guys have went. I know Paulie's man. He takes some chances.
Me and him love that guy.
I know you guys do. You guys have taken some pretty bad
He was so good last year.
I know. All right, BK, take us down to value time, my man.
All right, so I'm gonna skip the two guys that I touched on a couple minutes ago.
All right.
For safe plays, I like Trevor Ariza. He's against Brooklyn. He's priced decently at 5,400. Brooklyn is a good spot for peripherals like steals and blocks, rebounds, assists, and this is a good spot for Ariza. So I think he could pay off his price. Even in a blowout, even in three quarters, I think because of the steals and the blocks and the rebounds, he can get you there. I like Courtney Lee. He's been doing pretty well. He killed it on the back-to-back, but now he got some rest. He still gets the usage. He's part of that offense. He gets the shots. It's against Portland, probably CJ McCollum. I think he's in a good spot for there. And then at the bottom, there's a couple of GPP plays out that I would take shots on. I'd only play Lance Stevenson at this point if Oladipo's out. And like we touched on earlier, I think Oladipo might play. So I won't play Lance Stevenson once he goes back to the bench because his price went up about 1,000. So at this point, I won't play him. Caspi is a definite yes if Durant is out. Durant's in, no one's touching him. So he might be a good GPP play, but the only way he's going to get much action is in a blowout. But if Durant is out, I'm definitely playing Caspi. He'll probably be almost all in. He's 4K now, I believe.
And revenge.
Yeah, and revenge. So a good play.
I'm with it.
And at the bottom, some large field GPP shots. Joe Harris. He's been getting the minutes. He's been doing pretty well. He does really good in paced up spots. And with what I said earlier about Damari Carroll, I can see Joe Harris still getting about 30 minutes. I think he played 30 minutes today, but he's young. They don't really baby him like they do Carroll. And in this matchup against James Harden defense, 4,100, a good GPP play. I won't play him in cash. Even if he's the last guy in, I won't take that chance. And then Bojan. Bojan plays, Bojan Bogdanovic. He's 4,600. All season long, he's been getting 30 to 35 minutes. He gets about 15 shots a game. It's just a matter of whether the shots go in. But I think I won't play him in cash, but he's a good GPP play in my mind.
Okay.
He crushed it. He crushed it for me last time against Orlando. I had him and Oladipo in. Yeah.
Right. What you got?
Let me go up here. Evan Fournier, you're a piece of garbage. My whole Magic team is just trash. Although I do like Elfrid Payton a little bit today. Trevor Ariza, I kind of like. If I want to get some players in this game, I want to get cheap exposure. Trevor Ariza is at home. I think it's a good spot for him to get maybe some steals, some blocks, and make some wide open threes with James Harden getting it over there to him. So I do like that at 5'4". A little bit. Wesley Johnson, you suck. Courtney Lee, maybe. I like Bogdanovic way more. I'll be all over that. I've been all over that guy all year. His price don't raise. If he's at home, I like him. I like him almost every game because of the price. It's just too cheap for a guy playing that many minutes. Harris started as a night for Mr. Ears. Played 37 minutes. It is a back-to-back, but at 4-1, he could kill that price. He's okay. That's only tournament. Caspi, everybody already knows. You're all over that. And what else do we have? Absolutely none. That's it for me.
Yep, I think for me, like I said, I think Kevin Durant's not going to play. I think he's the most probable one. It's not going to. Of course, that could, whatever. But if he doesn't, yeah, I think we all agree.
I could say 100% Iguodala's not going to play.
So either way, Caspi's going to see some type of minutes. So, and it's revenge. So I'm going there for my value plays, my favorite value play on the board. BK, what was over to power forward?
All right, well, power forward. Power forward is like my least favorite position for tomorrow. Literally, when you open it up, all you see is orange and red at this point. So there's a lot of question marks. For safety, I think that I'll be paying up at this position with Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge. Blake Griffin, just for the fact that it's against the Lakers, faster pace, the high usage. Even though he's 9,700, I think he's super safe. So in cash, I think he's my lock at this position. Below him, the Magician. I know you don't like to play him, but he did pretty well in Dallas. His last time out, he put up like 52. He's priced up, so he's 8,300, but the usage is there. The rebounds are going to be there because it's against Dallas, probably against Dirk Nowitzki. Rick Carlisle doesn't seem to like to play Noel, so he doesn't really have to compete much for rebounds. So I think those will be my two main guys at power forward because it's the position that I like the least. I don't really want to play Aaron Gordon too much. Indiana seems to be getting better when it comes to that matchup against the power forward. They were pretty much the worst. But in the last 10 games, I don't know if that's when Sabonis came back, right around 5-6 games ago. I know he comes off the bench, but there's something there that seems to have improved their defense against that position. So I don't think I'll go there to Eric Gordon. And then the two guys below that in this range is Tobias Harris. He's never safe because you just don't know what Stan Van Gundy's going to do. They're going up against the number one team in the league, Boston. So, even Stan Van Gundy as a coach, you want to bring your A game here. You want to play your main guys. I don't see him doing his little, switcheroo where he brings in these random guys. Unless they're getting blown out. So I could see Tobias Harris getting the minutes. So it could be a good spot, but he's not somebody I play for safety. I only play him in GPPs because of the coach. And Thaddeus Young has been really consistent. I've been locking him into cash pretty much every day. But he's going up against Orlando, and the only difference I see is he's not really that great of a rebound guy. He gets about 5 or 6 a game. And in this game, he's going to have 3 people to contend with for rebounds, and that's Aaron Gordon, Vucevic, and Miles Turner. So I don't see him getting a stealing game when it comes to rebounds. And for him to make value, it's been mostly steals. He's been getting, if you look down his game logs, he's been crushing it in steals. He even has some 4-steal games, multiple. A lot of 3-steal games, 2-steal games. So for him to make value, you literally need him to get 3 or 4 steals. And I don't know if I'm going to take that chance because I know he's not going to get the other stuff that I need. He doesn't have, to me, in my opinion, the upside to get it there. So I think I might stay away from Thaddeus Young for like the first time in a while.
Okay. Cass, what you got at power forward, man?
I was just trying to make a game stack of Cleveland and Philly. Came up.
I saw you almost break the screen for a second. I did see you jump up with rage at some point, and I wasn't sure. I was like, "What?" I was like, "What did he say?" I was like, "He didn't say anything offensive." What happened? And I figured. I figured I was like, "He's probably doing something else right now."
It's what always happens. I come up just like 100 or 2 short from what I want.
It's always 100, bro. Always.
Yeah, man. It sucks. But I like Ben Simmons. He got the game time decision if he's gonna play. I like him. I love this game. This game is gonna. I feel this game is gonna be up and down, very high scoring. I do like Blake Griffin, but I do not like that price. I think I would rather find the 800 for Simmons. Personally, the Magician, it's a great matchup. Porzingis, I never want to play him ever again. I wanted to rip his arms off. That's what I want to do. Aaron Gordon. Oh, God, this team is so trash. If I played any Magic player, though, it would be Elf and Aaron. But the whole team is just trash right now. And that's it, above 6.
Yeah, man. It's going to be really hard for me in tournaments to get off of that Philly game, man. You know, like Ben Simmons, obviously, is small forward and point guard eligible, but that news is what I'm waiting for because it's going to be tough to get away from that game completely for me. I really, really think that game is going to be a good one. I'm hoping anyway. BK, take us down to Value Town, Power Forwards.
All right, so in this range, I'll start with Tatum. I don't really know what happened there. I had a ton of him in the last game because Brown was out, but it doesn't seem like they run much of the offense to him. It just looks like Kyrie's usage went up. So I don't think I'll be going there. The whole Lakers situation with Nance back, that kind of takes Kuzma out of play now. It looks like they already confirmed that Larry Nance will be starting. At least that's what Walton said. So the whole, Tatum Randall situation, that might be a stay clear for now. Even though I think Randall will get some minutes at center, especially in this matchup. But I'm not touching Kuzma. I gotta take a wait and see approach with the Lakers for now with Nance back because now they got 3 power forwards. Saric against Cleveland. I don't really play him unless Embiid is out, but he did pretty well last game. The only problem I have there is that Crowder is their power forward, and Crowder does pretty well defensively. So I still think Saric will be popular because people are going to stack this game because a lot of people still think that Cleveland's defense is terrible, but in my opinion, like I said earlier, it's getting better. So I think Crowder will be able to stop Saric unless they put Crowder on Covington, but in my opinion, I might not go there. So the only player so far in this range that I like is Zach Randolph because it's paced up. He's been doing pretty well pretty much every game. I'll definitely have him in if some of the guys sit because it means that the game should be closer. If all 3 of the guys sit, I might go 100% Zach Randolph because I think the game will be close. And he should be a lock for 25 to 30 points easily, in my opinion. And then at the bottom, and this is why I kind of really didn't like this position because there's not much safety here. But I do like Trevor Booker. He didn't start the last game. I think that was because it was Gasol, and that was today. But I think tomorrow, now that it's in Houston with Capella, who's a little bit smaller, I think Trevor Booker might start again. And if he starts, that's a great play at 4,800 paced up with Houston. That's almost a lock for value. If he doesn't start, he still has a 20% usage rate, even though he doesn't start, because once he comes in, the ball runs through him. So you can still play him. He's not going to get the blowout minutes because he's only going to get 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes at this point. But he's cheap enough that he could still be a good play for you. Michael Beasley, I'm only touching him if both Porzingis is out and Cantor. If any one of those 2 guys plays, I'm not touching them, and I will not touch him in cash, even if both those guys sit. Even though he went off, I'm not touching him. He's way too risky for cash. I'll only play him in GPP, but I don't like Beasley at all because everyone's going to go there if that situation presents itself again, and they might be disappointed. I think that's it for down here.
All right. What you got here, Aaron Cash?
Jason Tatum absolutely killed me that last game as well. Played 37 minutes and just did 0. Just did nothing. Kuzma's price is down some. And when Nance was playing, he was getting more minutes than Nance. But, yeah, man, it's a scary situation. Like, we just don't know what's going to happen. Saric, I don't want to play him. He went off the last game, but I don't want to play him. Zebo, I play every single day. Every single day I play Zebo, and today will be no different. I will play him again, and I will just hope that everybody just keeps not playing him because I love getting Zebo at 5%. It's awesome because he's way underpriced. The price is going up now, but he's still underpriced. Trevor Booker, I do like. If RHJ misses, I like him. If RHJ plays, I don't like him as much. But he is cheap. Tonight he went off. He had 30 minutes, 40 fantasy points. Maybe they bring those minutes back down, put the sniper back up there. But if RHJ don't play, he's gonna need to play. If they keep it close, he's gonna need to play. Marcus Morris revenge. I think I'd rather have this revenge than Bradley, because at least Marcus Morris doesn't screw me every time I play him. And he is a little cheaper, but is he going to get to 30 minutes anytime ever? I don't know. I mean, he's played enough games to where if they're going to let him play 30 minutes, he should have already played 30 minutes. So I just think that maybe this coach, like Stevens, just wants him about 25 minutes a game. So I don't know. It's whatever. I like Vonleh a lot. Dude has been rebounding the hell out of the basketball. Doesn't score, but I mean, look at those rebounds. Goodness gracious. So I do like him at 4Gs. He's going to need to play if Porzingis plays. Ryan Anderson, we don't play at home ever. David West, he's an okay option if them guys sit as long. And Looney and Bell. If Draymond misses, Bell should start again. So it won't be revenge. So I don't think he's going to be going for no 40-something. But he should pay off that price if he's starting. I mean, there's no way. I don't think there's any way how active he is that he won't pay off this price if he starts. He won't have no usage, but he doesn't need it. He'll get blocks and steals and rebounds. And that's it. Tyreek Black is a punt option if you think it's going to blow out. That's it. Only if you think it's going to blow out, because he could come in the fourth quarter and pay off that price in one quarter.
All right, let's move on over to centers. BK, what you got here, man?
All right, at center, I think the easiest play for me is Joel Embiid against Cleveland. He didn't do that great last game, but the issue with him was that he was sick last game. He was questionable at some point in that day for being sick, but he still ended up playing. But I watched that game, and he didn't really look like himself. So I think some people might come off of him because of that. I'm hoping that they didn't know that he was sick, because it's a good time to jump on him, because I think against Cleveland, he's going to have something to prove here. He's 9,700, but I think he might be like my safe play at the center position, because it's not a position that I really love either. And I don't think he's going to be sick because he had a couple days off. So I think he's going to have a great game tomorrow. GPP wise in this range, Andre Drummond. Some people might go there for cash, but I never really play him in cash. It's a good rebound spot for him. And like I said before, Stan Van Gundy might want to play his guys this game. You really need this game to be close if you're going to play Drummond. But if it is close, he should get a good 35 minutes, and he should have a good game. But again, for me, it's just a GPP play with him. I like Vucevic. If I play Elf Payton, like I said earlier, I'll play them together. They seem to have good correlation together. Against Indiana, centers have done pretty well against them. So I think Vucevic is still solid, but GPP only for his price, because he's 8,100 now. Kevin Love, I don't really know what to do with him, because he's the only person that they got to stop Embiid. Size-wise, obviously, so he should get the minutes, but they tend to pull him at some random times during games, but he should get the minutes in this spot. And obviously he'll be out there behind the three-point line to shoot those threes, but Embiid can get out there, so I don't see him having a great game. So I won't go there with him, especially in cash. I don't see the safety with him. In the mid-range, my favorite play is Capella. I don't really like any of the players around him for safety-wise, but Capella, I think, against Brooklyn should be able to have a good game. He's been pretty consistent, too. He's 7,400, but he's been paying off that price. So I think that's where I'll be going in that range. And then lastly, the last player I like is Paul Gasol. I watched the game that they played last time. Like I said, LaMarcus Aldridge had 52 points. Paul Gasol did not do well, so I don't see people going there. But, I don't know what the coach was doing, because when LaMarcus Aldridge was sitting, Paul Gasol was out there. So you would think that he would be getting the usage, but he was just kind of standing around. He wasn't getting. They weren't giving him the ball. So I don't know if it was a back-to-back or something. I might have to look more into that. but he's in that good rebound spot that LaMarcus is in, and he's 6K. He has had some games where he put up about 40 points. So I think in a GPP, I think I might go there trying to get 6 or 7x from him.
Fair enough. Cash, what you got here, man?
Kevin Love, dude. I wish you luck,
kills
man.
Me. He kills me.
Joel Embiid is going to be putting an order in at about 6:30. About 6:30 this afternoon.
From where, Cash? Tell us from where. Where's he gonna put an order in from?
Right from Olive Garden. He's gonna ask for that fettuccine Alfredo, and that thing's gonna come out piping hot about 7:05 p.m. And this dude is gonna feast. He is gonna go to work. He is gonna dominate anybody they try to throw at him. He is gonna. Oh my God. He's gonna be feasting on some fettuccine Alfredo tomorrow. Believe that. Joel Embiid, I'm all in. I don't give a damn. He screwed me last game. All in. Alfredo. All day.
It's been a minute. We've been waiting for that, man. The nation's been waiting for an Alfredo play today.
Hey, man. I only do it when it's necessary.
That's right. It's been
this dude is going to be feasting. He is going to feast. I'm expecting 60 minimum.
Yeah.
Andre Drummond, I love the spot as well. But I'm not playing nobody but Embiid today. So I'll tell you who I like, but I ain't playing nobody. I like Drummond. He will not be nowhere. Joel Embiid, 100% all in. Booch, no. Kevin Love. Kevin Love. Oh, my God. Good luck. DeAndre Jordan, I do like the spot, but not playing him. Miles Turner, no way. You suck. Al Horford, nope. No way. Nurkic, you suck. Capella, I like the spot, but I only play him when Nene is out. If Nene is out, I'll play him. If Nene's in, I don't play him because the minutes, they're just not secure. He could just come out and not be that great, and Nene will play 25 minutes and just take away his minutes. Cantor, if he plays, it's in a good spot, but I don't know if he's going to play. That's it. I'm off the Pau Gasol train. Once I see 6, I jump off. When he has a couple bad games, gets back down to 5-5, down there too cheap, then I'll play him. But at 6, I don't play him. You on mute, CK?
Oh, I thought I addressed that already. Any value centers talk about BK?
What you addressed?
No, the mic. I thought I pressed the button.
Oh.
But I didn't. Because you guys couldn't hear me. What you got for value, BK?
All right, for value, one of my favorite plays, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's been playing pretty well, getting 30 minutes a game. I'm definitely going to play him if the guys are out, so the game will stay close, in my opinion. I'll definitely have a lot of exposure to him. For me, it's probably going to be Embiid and him. But again, a lot depends on that Golden State Warriors game. That's probably my 2 safest plays, in my opinion. A little bit more risk is Brook Lopez. Like I said, with Nance coming back, you would expect his minutes to go down. But in this spot against DeAndre Jordan, I mean, if you're a smart coach, I don't know if Luke Walton is.
Oh, no. He's not. We know that.
He's not.
No,
okay.
That's right.
He's not. But you got to play Brook Lopez here. I mean, he already played against them earlier in the season, and he put up about 35. So right now that'd be about 7x. The reason you play him, obviously, is because DeAndre Jordan is not going to get behind the three-point line to contest those threes. So I would play him in GPPs, hoping that Luke Walton leaves him in. Maybe Randall might get, the hit in minutes, which he was getting earlier in the season. So maybe Randall goes down to 15 and Brook can still get his 25. But I only play him in GPPs. And then Kylo Quinn, if Cantor's out and he starts, at this point, if he starts, you almost have to play him in cash. Because today he's going to be like 50% owned, 40% owned after what he did in the last game. So in cash, if you don't have him in cash and he does it again, you might as well turn your phone off and stop watching basketball because your night's over. You're going to be trying to catch up to everybody else. because he's 4,800. That's still 10x if he puts up another 50.
Yeah.
So if he is starting, and definitely without Porzingis, he's a lock. With Porzingis, you could maybe think about it, but I think I still might have him in like a cash lineup because just on the percentage alone, because he's going to be 40 or 50.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Him and Embiid might be the two highest owned centers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Other than that, the only other person I like is Zaza.
Zaza.
And I think we mentioned them earlier, but I like Zaza. He's been playing pretty good the last two games. Against Sacramento, I mean, if those guys sit, you might as well sit them too. I don't know why you would even play him, but if he gets 20 minutes against this team, he could still have another good game. He's been playing pretty well lately. I mean, he's even getting assists. I mean, one game he had 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. So, I mean, at that price, at 3,700, you're really looking for 15, 18, and he's putting up 27 and 32 in his last two. So I could see myself playing him in GPPs. And below him, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I might have a team with Hernan Gomez, just because I know everyone's going to play Kylo Quinn. And from last year, every time everybody played Kylo Quinn, Hernan Gomez went off. Every time Willie started, Kylo Quinn went off. So you have to do it. If everyone's going to play Kylo Quinn, you have to have a Willie team somewhere.
Kaz, what you got here, man?
Yeah. Guess what? I made a Willie team the other day when Kylo Quinn went for 50.
I did too. You didn't do anything that great, but I did too.
Willie Cauley-Stein. It's where sinners go to die. But if all these guys is playing, if all these guys is missing, he's been playing really well off the bench.
But he's small,
once they
though.
moved him, yeah, no.
Small ball.
Play, I think he's more of a power forward to me. I mean, he's tall enough to be a center, but he's not thick enough to be a center. Like, he should be a power forward, but coming off the bench, this kid's been balling coming off the bench. He's only 5'5", so maybe I could do it, but...
He starts now.
He is starting?
He starts, yeah.
How many games he been starting?
He's been starting for a while. Like 10 games?
10
games. Yeah.
No, they moved him to the bench.
No, last time I checked, he was starting for a while.
I got to look into that.
He might have been starting when Buddy Hield got hurt.
I remember they moved him to the bench, and I thought he was still coming off the bench. But damn,
who they have
look
starting?
at that. He got to sell him. They had Zebo starting at center.
And he's still getting 25, 30 minutes?
Yeah. I mean, he's been coming off the bench playing really well, but I didn't know that he came back starting. I gotta look. We gotta look. But it is a place where sinners go to die. Like I've always said that, and a dude tweeted me. He's like, "I guess you're right, because Boogie went there to die." I was like, "Yeah, I thought Boogie was immune to that, but Boogie went there to die. Like every other sinner in the universe goes there to die. But if these guys miss, it might change a little bit. But I don't know if I'm gonna play him. Brook Lopez, I like if he's gonna get the minutes. I think he will put Nance at center more than he should to try to match up athleticism to athleticism. But he should put Brook in there for a big body and stand out there at the three-point line, because he'll have wide open shots all night because he ain't coming out there. Kyle O'Quinn, I'm not playing you. I don't care if you start. I don't care if Porzingis. Everybody could be out. I'm not playing you after no 50. Hell no. Hell no. He's going to go out and get 12. Mark my words. If everybody miss, he's still going to go out and get 12. I'm not playing that guy. Zaza, I do like if these guys miss. And Measure is a punt every day. I messed around and played Willie Hernan Gomez the other day. Got nothing. And my punt every day. Measure went for 32. 10x on his price. And I didn't have you that day. I'm sorry, Ears. I might have you today. That's it.
There we go.
All the F in Embiid. Period.
Embiid. Play Embiid tomorrow. Yep.
I'm with you, man. Like the game for me is going to come down to which of the Golden State value guys can I play and plug them in with this Philly and Cleveland game. That's basically my overall outlook. Of course, value can open up from different, like hopefully value opens up from different teams because the slate's already going to be broken with Golden State. But at least if other teams do it, there's options. So we can find maybe somebody who's maybe a little less owned in the same spot as a guy that we know is going to be super popular because the news has been out all day. Because we know that going forward, like by the time tomorrow comes, it's all going to be there. What is it? What is it? What is it, Cash?
Look at Tyler Zeller's nose. That thing's sitting sideways, like.
Look at that's what you're laughing about, Tyler Zeller's nose. Cash. What?
Look at his nose look like. You remember Home Alone when the guy's nose went sideways? That's what his nose looked like. Look at that. How does he breathe out that thing?
I've seen his nose before.
Look at that nose. Oh my God.
Okay.
That thing is big too. That thing is sitting sideways like.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I can't. I thought maybe Paulie sent you some crazy stuff, man.
That's what I thought.
I was like, oh no. Oh man. That's
now I gotta go
look
at Bogdanovich's ears.
So before
Bogdanovich is playing because I seen Drummond. Where he at? I gotta go look at them.
Oh God. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna tell you guys it's Cyber Monday. Those of you check it out. Those of you that missed on Black Friday, it's Cyber Monday. It's not quite Black Friday. We are going to do a sale for you guys for today only. It's $99 for the rest of the season. So you missed out on the Black Friday sale. You're still not getting the full Black Friday discount. That Paulie did, that was crazy what you guys did with that $75. I mean, we'll do what we got to do. But that was a crazy price. So $100, still a good deal. But it's a Cyber Monday deal. So it's your last chance to get in there cheap. So head over to wisestake.com and check it out. If you're watching on YouTube, click that like button. That thumbs up means a lot to us. If you're listening on Podbean, give us a follow. If you're listening on iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. Cash, how many stars do we need?
5.
BK, how many stars?
Boban looks like a gnome. The little gnome you put in your yard.
There we go.
So he looked like with them ears.
This is freaking Cash, man. All right, for BK, for CashinDFS, for myself, for the entire Wise Take Nation, as always, good luck.
Yeah.